Okay. Are we on?
Yes, you are live.
Cool. Alright. Give me a second. I'll just make some files. Go with the top file. Alright. Just quick introduction. I'm ThaRixer. I'm known as Ricky. I'm fourth in this game. I'll be running this at AGDQ. I'm racing.
And I'm Zem92. I'll be helping Ricky commentate. I am the current world record holder for NG+.
And you're also racing me at AGDQ.
Oh yeah, my bad. Word.
Yeah, that'll be a great race. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
Oh,
glad.
yeah, so
Pretty glad they got that run in. All right, we ready to go?
Yeah, just count me in.
All right. And 3, 2, 1, go. All right, I'll be quiet for most of the start of the run because this game has incredibly high movement tech. I'll turn the game a little bit up. But besides that, Zem will take over from the start. So
yeah,
let's go.
So the first couple things you need to know about this game. First off, you're going to see some pretty wild menuing right here. I might not be like exactly synced up because obviously I'm watching from a delay on the stream. But something you need to know about this game is that the movement is completely busted because of the charge boots. The charge boots allow you to do various different jumps and flips and all this other crazy stuff that you normally can't do in other Ratchet games because the charge boots just aren't as broken. So you're going to just be seeing a lot of crazy platforming from the start.
Yeah, I will mention one thing, since Woobly also mentioned that he's doing some babby stuff at the start of the game or whatever. I guess I can mention one thing. I'm actually wasting 4 seconds already at the start of the game because I'm playing on an English file. I need to create an entire new 100% file and get everything again to create a new file in Spanish because Spanish takes about 4 seconds over English. For some odd reason it does. Japanese is 2 seconds faster than English. And I think so is French. I think, yeah, something like that.
The reason is because in English, there's only one unskippable dialogue in the entire game, and in English, it's the longest version before it goes into the next portion of the game, whereas Spanish just immediately goes into the next portion, and we'll point it out where it is as well. But yeah, this for those who are aware, who have never watched this before, or are wondering, why Ricky can't, talk as much in the first part. The first 6 minutes of this game are actually incredibly grueling. It's one of the most reset-heavy beginnings of any game I've ever seen speedrun. There's just so many little things that can go wrong that will end the run right away.
That was a really soft floor runner. Yeah, you'll see it obviously. Got a really soft floor runner. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, no, this is a really great opening from Ricky so far.
At least for a marathon. Velden wasn't all that great, but what can you do? It's Velden.
Yeah.
Now here is one of the hardest parts of the run in my opinion. This is VR training. I'll try and explain it right here. Essentially what I need to do is, there is a planet later on in this run that's called Dax. In order to unlock that planet, I need to beat the VR training in this game, and you don't unlock VR training until after you've beaten Aquados? Tyrannosis? Aquados? Aquados, I think.
Tyrannosis.
Okay. And in order, I basically skip, is it 3 or 2 planets by doing this skip?
Yeah. You skip 2 entire planets.
Alright.
Actually, you technically skip 4, but you go back to 2 of them later. So yeah, this is a pretty ridiculous sequence break, found by a Japanese runner named Silence3246, I think. And we have several different methods and refinements to do it in other categories as well, found by other runners. Namely, Insomniac and Nintendo found a lot of different skips for this game as well. So the majority of like the skips and the sequence breaks were found by those two runners and refined by, you know, the movement tech guys like me and Ricky.
All right, we're through VR. That's quite good actually. Surprisingly good for just one run here. So yeah, now we unlocked Dax, which is I think the 7th planet in the roster. So funny enough, it's placed as the 4th one, even though it's the 7th. So we completely break the planet order. Marcadia is supposed to be the 3rd planet, but we go to it after we beat Blackwater, which is So I don't know. We do this one 4th, and we do Marcadia 7th, even though we're supposed to do it 3rd. So yeah, it's just some weird routing. Here's one of my favorite moves. Well, first of all, this is a whip jump. I'll explain that later, but this is one of the coolest looking things in the game. This is a hyper swing hover. If I just get momentum into one of these hyper swings, it just like leaves me flying out with a bunch of speed if I hold the stick at neutral. Okay. Yeah, you can explain whip jump if you want.
Oh yeah, sure. I was just gonna say real quick, keep in mind, you know, right now Ricky's making this look very easy. The movement tech takes hours and hours and hours to learn and get consistent.
Right there. Yeah, I just messed up. It's not that huge of a death. It's like 8 seconds maybe. I died after the warship. I missed the neutral long jump.
Thankfully, there aren't too many things in this game that are that punishing. It's mostly if you want to be competitive, like any death could easily knock you into like, you know, from a 1st or 2nd place quality run into a 3rd or 4th place. But I guess that's mostly true of any game. So yeah, whip jumping, as Ricky was talking about before, you kind of do the same sort of thing that you're seeing where you start with a charge into like a cancellation of the charge with another weapon. But instead of canceling the charge, what it does, Ratchet swings the whip, and then you're able to do another jump out of the whip. For whatever reason, that's a property that this game allows you to do. And it's just really a busted move in general, and it allows for so much. Like,
because
the stuff would not be possible without the whip jump.
Yeah, because I'm holding like L1 as I'm doing the whip jump, the game thinks I'm on the ground, so he swings it instead of like swinging it vertically, and then you can long jump out of it. Okay, so this is kind of a cool first section here. First I'm gonna do I'm just gonna swing the wrench at this gate, and then I get caught. It's not happening right now because it's quite a precise timing to get this. Shouldn't take this long. There we go. And after that we're gonna clip into, so you're supposed to do this big like satellite segment where you're supposed to get a laser over to this part, but to make this barrier disappear. But if you just hug it a little bit here, you just clip through eventually. It's kind of weird how it works. And this is probably the easiest section in the game, Obani Pollux, second part of Obani Gemini. You basically just charge and fire a weapon every once in a while just to clear the enemies. And I bonked. That's pretty great.
Yeah. It's amazing how New Game Plus, you know, so often the rare part about seeing a run like this is that for so many games, the hard part is managing resources and learning how to deal with boss fights. But in a New Game Plus run, you don't have to worry about any of that. The boss fights are actually the easiest part of the entire game.
Yeah, there's only one challenging boss in the run.
Yeah, there's like there's only one challenging boss, and it's RNG based, but it's still not, like, even if you get bad RNG, it shouldn't end a run. Like, you should still be able to deal with it. The hard part is just all the nuance of the movement and really polishing everything you're doing.
Alright, so this is Blackwater City, and this is one of the... This and Marcadia are probably two of the, unfortunately, the most boring planets, I want to say. Blackwater's not that boring, but Marcadia goes from really exciting to really boring to really exciting again. Unfortunately, the really boring part is incredibly long. if you got any donations, it's time during Marcadia, but that's in like 3 minutes maybe. So that's a better time. But basically, yeah. I just know where the ships will spawn. I shoot them in time, and then I totally forgot about the last ship. Okay, I still did it. I still didn't waste any time. I don't know why I forgot about the last ship. So get your sunglasses out, boys, because we're gonna fire this Rhino a little bit.
Yeah, and another thing to keep in mind is that the majority of these enemies are like quasi-cycle based, where like it's not about like even if you kill all the enemies as quickly as possible, sometimes it still takes them a set amount of time to spawn. So that's why there's a delay. Sometimes some of the ships will come out at X time or when you kill X enemy.
Yeah.
So like we're aware of which ones we have to kill, but it took us a long time to figure out like exactly how all the cycles work for all these missions.
Oh, I hate these. There's some huge metal pillars that block the ship sometimes, and if you hit the pillar, it doesn't obviously hit the ship, so that's a little bit annoying. So one of the really important things is I'm going to use a trick called shock cannon weaving right here. You saw me use it earlier, but this one is really cool. Right here, I'm going to charge forward, and if you look on the minimap, you see 6 enemies, that's the red dots, and now you wipe them all out just with one shock cannon weave. The charged shock cannon just basically stays out for like an extra second, more than it should, and it's just enough time to like wipe out a bunch of enemies. I think I'll do this strat here. I'll do the easy. And
shock cannon weaving is actually one of the reasons that
whoa, what?
the bosses are so easy, because we originally found shock cannon weaving when we needed a reason to wipe out enemies across the map, and then we realized you can weave back and forth against bosses and hit them 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I messed up a lot.
Shock cannon.
I just messed up a lot. I was aiming at one spot waiting for the ship to be there, but I somehow derped out and it was in the bottom left instead of top right or top left, so I lost like maybe, I want to say that was like 8 seconds, 10 seconds. It's quite huge for this game considering it's that short. But yeah. Coming up is notably the hardest trick in the game. We'll see if I can nail it first try here. We should get it. There we go. And I got the leg jump too. That's what's up. Nice. Essentially what I have to do is I have to get the crouch animation on top of that little like egg, on top of the egg looking thing, charge, and then shoot at the perfect time, and then hyper strike, so I barely make it across. If you hyper strike to the left, you can lag jump just like I do. Lag jumping is the side flip looking thing.
Yeah, and that trick is deceptively difficult because if you land on the egg the wrong way, you fall off, or if you don't cancel your charge soon enough, you just straight up die. It's the easiest place in the entire game to just randomly lose 15 seconds.
Oh, there we go.
And from here's the start of the missions now. Like Ricky was saying, it's mostly just sniping ships as soon as they spawn, but there's mission 4, there's 5 missions here. Mission 4 is an unskippable 2 minutes, like a 2-minute timer. So it's like kind of a decent resting point, I guess, because you've had to do so much high intensity movement for the first, half the game that now we're at that kind of the halfway point, and now we just kind of get to chill for 2 minutes.
Yeah, so...
But it's, oh,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, pretty much all I need to do is like know where the ships spawn. Okay, yeah, this is the one I was confused about because there's one that spawns on 2 sides. Now it's right, right, and then we get a double enemy spawn like that. Kill this guy, he dies, and then aim right here, and he's dead. So also a couple audio cues, like you can tell. I need to relearn them when I get to Spanish, but. You can kind of hear when the rangers start like saying a different some quotes. You can like kind of tell when the mission's about to end. Because you end the mission manually instead of waiting for it to fade out. It just saves a couple seconds every time you do it. But yeah, I'm just basically shooting down the ships. The saucers are actually like the flying enemies you see around everywhere. They're actually really, really devastating, these guys in New Game Plus. Because once they kill all the rangers, they start going after you. In any percent and all the other any percent variations, like all titanium bolts and that sort of stuff, these guys are just you can ignore them completely. They're free. So this is the 2-minute one that he was talking about. You can, if there's any donations, go for it. I just need to kill these ships. There's like nothing to it. These 3 guys needs to stay alive. That's basically all there is to it. Luckily, this is the only part in the game that's considerably boring. This planet's a lot worse than 80%, where it's just like way many more minutes. I guess we can talk about the AGDQ run and how the process went through with Ratchet, like round 1 and all that sort of stuff.
Oh yeah.
I guess I
give
could.
The whole backstory.
I'll start off by saying that there were 6 Ratchet games submitted to AGDQ, and only 1 got through, which was ours, which is me and Zem are racing, or Zem and I are racing Ratchet 3 and G+. Which, this game, in case you ever hear the term Ouya, you're talking about this game, because this game is also known as Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. And Up Your Arsenal is obviously UYA, so we say Ouya. It's just an easy way of saying it. But I'll say Ratchet 3 if I know people don't know exactly what the game, like, what they're talking about, I guess. Or they don't know the game. But you can go for it if you want to explain the AGDQ thing.
Oh sure. It's actually almost a meme in the Rat community now, but there hasn't been a Ratchet and Clank at a GDQ for a very long time. Unfortunately, we had some representation of the games by runners who weren't exactly, I guess, good. I mean, if I'm being blunt, you know, like they weren't good runners of the game, and it kind of gave the game almost a bad reputation for not having skilled runners. Or just not even being good speed games in general. But we've really, in the past, I'd say probably year and a half now, a lot more people have taken these games very seriously as far as, you know, speed games, in glitch hunting, things of that nature. Now these games are busted wide open, and they're just really amazing to watch and play as well. So it's actually a very big deal for all of us to even have one Ratchet game in a GDQ now, because this is kind of what it's all been leading up to, in a way. You know, like all of us kind of felt like our.
I guess I'll quickly explain Ghost Ratchet, and then we can move on. You're gonna see one of the most interesting areas in the game. I need to be quiet for this because I need to kill myself in the mud. I have a 1 second or so window to like be dying, I guess. Hold on.
Yeah, and I'll let Ricky do his thing here.
I got it.
Okay, cool.
I'm not gonna do the double jump thing here. But okay, so basically now the game thinks I'm dead, so check out this. Boom. I just go straight through all the walls. For some odd reason... Oh, okay. The game registers a hitbox for the floor, but not the walls. So yeah, you can just pass like through everything. Everything's just like not solid. There we go. That's pretty safe movement I did there. It wasn't very good, but if you die here, it's 3 minutes, so I'm gonna take it safe. You should always take the safe. I think both of us will probably do the safe way at AGDQ. Like,
nah, man, I'm going full YOLO.
Fuck that. Yo, what the? I think I just got the... That's kind of a rare thing. I actually kind of derped there. Sometimes the ship will randomly select a planet. It's like, when you're on Marcadia, it will sometimes randomly select Marcadia. When you're at Blackwater, I think it'll randomly select something like... I forget what it is, but right there I was on Marcadia, and it was supposed to select the Phoenix, but it selected Marcadia, so I was just mashing X, and nothing happened. So I needed to move up one time, which is annoying, because sometimes you can go to the wrong planet. But it really rarely happens, and the only occurrence I see is Marcadia. Also, Zem, you should really start using fucking start up X here on this vidcomic instead of start down X. Wasted one input, man. The hell.
My bad, man. I'll save the frames.
Your B.
Be getting that 33 in no time.
Yeah, I was expecting a Mabi there. Oh.
But yeah, it's just to kind of put a ribbon on what I was saying before. Just the idea that any Ratchet game finally made it back into GDQ is a huge victory for our community. And even though a lot of our runners got rejected this time around, we're really hopeful that we can make an impression, you know, that this community is one to look out for, because we're doing amazing things with these games.
Yeah, essentially. It's actually kind of funny. Ratchet 2 is also on waitlist, which is, you know, means that it's a consideration.
Yeah.
This is Annihilation Nation as well. Just really, really, really cool movement area. I just did a cool lava bounce. I did the risky one as well. So, good looking.
Good stuff, man.
I'm gonna shoot there because... Oh, okay, good. Sometimes you kill the little guys. That was a really good first part of Nation there. You can kill the guys through the block there sometimes. Sometimes you bonk into them, but I dashed through them, so it was good. Okay, so this challenge I'm doing right here, I'm gonna quit out of it. It only gives you the tier guys. There are parts in the game where the tier guys would save time, because it gives you like an extra jump in certain areas, but it doesn't save enough. I think we got it to what, 4 seconds slower? 5? Something like that?
Yeah.
It was very, very minor. So there was like almost a separation between a tier guys route and a non-tier guys route. And I can't actually believe that. I'm so happy that...
It's pretty insane.
I'm really happy that the tier guys did not make it into NG+.
Same. And yeah, the reason being the tier guys route, while it's comparable in time, is infinitely harder than the normal route that we have right now. Like, you have to do, like, over the course, to keep even with the current route, you would have to do, like, 3 frame-perfect tricks in different planets. Like, it would just be ridiculously difficult. Or maybe not frame-perfect, but, you know, like, might as well be to get them all in the same run.
Well, double charges.
Double charges,
Command center whip jump.
jump.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff that you guys might not know what we're talking about, but just trust us on this. It would not be a fun route.
Yeah. The thing I don't like about it a lot is a lot of the time you need to select the tier guys from the menu select, and it feels kind of random whenever it wants to open and close. So it's kind of like a laggy menu. So that's why I don't entirely like it. If we have time after this run, we probably don't. But I could easily show off the major skip that has 26 infinite jumps. That does VR training. The skip that I did in this run. You do that with the tier guys instead.
Yeah,
yo, that ninja fight, Clank section, was dope.
It's the infinite jumps are actually a very integral part of all of the any percent categories. So you need the tier guys in order to do them. But it's like, if you hear our button mashing while we're doing infinite jumps, it almost sounds like a machine gun sometimes. Like we have to hit the buttons so fast to get it to work properly.
Yeah. I can tell you the inputs of one infinite jump. It's select the tier guys, square X square. Hold on. Oh no! Yo, don't even think about it. Oh, okay, good. I got it. Fuck the Clank jump. I hate this thing. Okay. It's like square X square, and then it's... I do R1, square, square, triangle, square, square. Select the tier guys. R1X, and then repeat. It's fucking crazy. Okay, so this is the dumbest fight in the game. This is Terra of Talos. Hopefully he gives me good luck. I'll play it a little bit safe. We'll see. Oh, he's standing in place. That's not bad. He fell in a good spot. Oh no. Oh, I might have saved it.
I'll let you know which RNG you got in a second.
This one was pretty good.
Actually, I honestly think now that that's the worst one that he just gave you.
Really? Well, he
I
fell
think
in a good
so.
place though.
I'm not too sure, but yeah, like this is the boss fight that we were saying depends on some RNG. Like good RNG will save you a few seconds, but bad RNG you should still be able to salvage no matter what. And
Well,
Ricky did.
And if you fuck it up, the run's over. So the thing about the thing that's so hard about that fight, just real quick, I'll clip through a wall right here to get to a platinum bolt path, which takes you to the end of the ship. If you lose that, okay, so the thing is that boss runs away at a certain health percentage. It's about once he loses 30% of his health or so, maybe 60, something like that. He will run away and he'll spawn a bunch of ninjas. And you need to kill the ninjas to get him back. Oh, I missed the cutscene skip. Okay. And to get him back, you need to kill the ninjas. But you can loop him in a corner and make him not get away. And if you do that, if he gets away, there are backup strats, but my god is it hard to catch him again, because he flies so fast. So this is the coolest and trippiest planet in the game, I think. It's one of the coolest ones. But I also think it has one of the hardest clips. This one's... I'm a little under-practiced in this game, so I hope I get this first try. This could go pretty poorly, but it could also go very well. We'll see. Essentially, I need to toss 2 turrets, and then charge to the end of this level. It'd look cool if I get it, but if I don't get it, we're a little bit in bad luck, I guess. Oh, shit.
Yeah, and to give some perspective, like, right now, I would say I'm over-practiced in this clip, and I still mess it up, like, probably 30% of the time. So, like, that just goes to show how hard this clip is. It's just so finicky.
I hit it. Ah! I fell in bounce.
Oh!
Can I make it back?
Okay.
I knew I was a little bit too far in. I hit it though, but shit, I fell in bounds. Okay, so the reason why it's so bad to miss this is because these turrets that are up here, I need to wait for them to disappear. They don't go away. I need to wait for them to disappear. And I think it takes like 20 seconds for them to disappear. That seems sketchy as shit, but we can go with it. Okay, I got it. It's lying. Okay, so you might notice I have the shot cannon now. This is a minor time saver that saves like 4 seconds or so. If I can get an early hit on this boss fight if I do this. There we go. Just skip some minor phase. And now we're gonna legitimately whip the strippers. It's the fastest way of killing them. I'm not even joking. I mean, they're dancers, but you know, that's what they all say.
We know better.
Okay, so essentially more shock cannon weaving here. It just completely obliterates Courtney. So I switched to the turret here just because it's downtime. And I can't use this warp pad until the text goes away, so there we go. Okay, now here comes one of the coolest parts of the run, but it's really hard to explain if you haven't played this game before. So there's a part of the level, there's a split path on this planet, and the left part takes you to an outside area in space, like a ship station or whatever, and that ship station is actually stored under the level. So you can hit a loading trigger below the level. So basically, kinda... I'm gonna try and land on the loading trigger. That should be good. Yeah, I got it. There you go. Okay, so I land on the loading trigger, and then nothing's loaded, so I need to die. And then... we're going for it. No! No fitty. We got a 49.
No
Damn it. No fitty.
The fitty is like, the timer ticks down, and exiting the level when the timer reads 50 is incredibly difficult and requires that you do like some pretty gross movement strats.
Like you need
so
to.
We always joke about the.
Yeah, at the very end, you saw me try and wrench swing into the ship earlier than like I was supposed to, and it's really tight to hit. If you hit that, you usually get a 50. But if you want to play it safe, but that means you won't get the 50. You go past the guys. This is a pretty decent run so far. I think Draco was my only major mistake, and then I died on the warship or something like that. So here's Metropolis. Hopefully I don't destroy the box. that would be bad.
Yeah, there's a very critical box that you need to... it helps make a certain trick very easy, but if for whatever reason you break the box or the enemies break the box, it's gone forever. Like, you can reload the planet as many times as you like, the box will not come back.
Okay,
so I think this might actually be the only trick. There's like one of two tricks in this game that you can only do first try. The other one being the nation strats. Like, we've been coming up with new strats for different plans.
Yeah, so this is the box that you absolutely need to make it up here. Okay, my whip was not out for some reason.
And the reason you see Ricky doing this jump across like the gap right here is because he's skipping a cutscene by doing it.
It's also faster as well, by a few seconds.
Yeah, it is faster, but it also happens to just skip a really pivotal cutscene in the game.
Yeah. So right here I save and load. For some reason this is the only part in the game where you save and load. It's just faster. Fun fact, in Ratchet 2 there's also only one game where you one part where you save and load. No, I think there's only one part where you just load. It's on Smog. So yeah, unfortunately I had like about a 15 or 20 second death here. Probably like 15, but still, it's again a lot for this game.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is from Metropolis and onwards. All the planets are really short, really fast-paced, and incredibly high execution. So coming up is Crash Site, I think.
Mm-hmm.
This planet is basically just about hitting the movement and hitting two really, really crucial whip jumps. The first one's easy. The second one is quite hard. Even if you're like experienced, this one can be quite hard. We'll see. We'll see if I hit it. If I miss it, it wastes a lot of time because either I have to load the game or I can glide down to the bottom platform surface, I guess.
Yeah, you start to notice that the further in the game you get, aside from like the big stuff that we've been saying that can kill runs, the further in the game you go, the more punishing a slight mistake becomes. Like, at these last levels, they're so optimized as far as movement that any one mistake can be a 20 to 30 second death.
I got it. Perfect.
Good stuff.
Okay, now I need to be careful. Okay, right here, this is a really dumb thing. This catches a lot of beginners off guard. From here on out, you get a planet coordination called Iridia, and you don't need to beat Iridia or go to it at all to beat the game. But the cursor, when entering the ship, will be defaulted on Iridia every time, and you waste about 20 seconds going to it, if not 25. So it's really dumb. You can accidentally go to it, and it actually, I think, kills runs. If you accidentally go to Iridia, you're screwed. Like,
yeah.
But if it world record level. Whoa, what the heck? That's a weird movement. Okay, so I need to go down on the menu here, cursor. This is one of the highest highest executing levels. Quark's hideout. It's just basically neutral long jump, whip jump, neutral long jump. It's like, it sounds easy, but it's not. It's tight.
And what's really incredible is that...
Nah, I got iced.
Sorry.
No problem. I think getting iced here wastes about 8 seconds or so. Okay, barely made it. So here we whip jump. Oh, no! Maybe I can make that? No, I can't. I have to die. Oh, really? Damn it. Oh well. Yeah, this is a really, really like thin ledge you have to land on here, and okay, I'll be quiet.
Oh man, yeah. And this is going back to how punishing these planets are. You know, like he he mistimed his shot cannon by like a second. And that's why he, you know, like now he has to suffer like a 30-second death. Like that's just the nature of this game. I don't know if there's been any like one run in the history of this game that hasn't like had no mistakes, you know, like no major time losses of any sort, just because even like you can't let your guard down for any second.
Yeah, basically. Now coming up is Starship Phoenix Under Attack. It's one of my favorites actually because there's some really cool movement usage of lag jumping at the end. Okay, so you see me bounce on this goo right here. Grab this, and then now we do something really cool. So we just lag jump all the way to the end. It looks super cool. Alright, so coming up is Koros. Cool thing about Koros is just the I don't know, I guess variety. It's a very like different planet to all the other ones because this one isn't very much about going fast. Like fast in terms of going forwards. It's about going upwards. I need to reach a gun tower, I think it is, like a commanding tower or something like that. And in order to get to that, I need to climb this really huge wall with something called the Koros SI, a slope intercept. You can go for it if you want while I do it. I shouldn't mess this up. I say that and I don't even get to it, and I just charge in the water. Great start. You can go for it and talk about Koros SI if you want.
Yeah, sure, I'd love to. So, SI stands for Slope Intercept, and don't worry, this isn't going to be like any sort of lecture in geometry here, but what's going on is that this is a very integral trick in Ratchet 1 and 2, and we're able to utilize it, especially right here in Ratchet 3 as well. So what you do, Ratchet kind of, when he's gliding, he's able to land on flat surfaces, right? Well, even though there are some slopes up this wall or in other areas of the game, if you hold down R1 as you're gliding and keep your control stick neutral, so not up, not left, neutral.
I hold left. I hold left, actually.
You hold left?
Yeah, I do hold left.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I guess I stand corrected. But, so what happens is Ratchet is able to find a flat surface on a slope. So he's able to crouch, and you have a very slight window to high jump from your crouch before he begins to slide down the slope.
Oh, cray. I got the command center movement. So this is the final planet in the game. And this one, it's not like that bad with practice, but it can be Choke City, and it could easily happen to me. This is a pretty rough endgame though, unfortunately, so let's hope I don't make it even worse. I'll play this one really safe. There we go. That's really hard. So that's the first part. This is the second one. This is an... Nice, got that. Now for the third one. I don't want to say this is the hardest one, but it could be. We'll see. This is a curved whip jump. And it looks really weird, but you'll see what I mean. Yeah, I hit it. So I was just waiting for my gun to charge up there. Okay, pretty good command center. Not bad at all. And now we're coming up to Nefarious. Time is in about like a minute, I want to say. So, like I said before, actually, I did say there was only, like, when I said there was only one challenging boss fight in the run, I was talking about Nefarious, but I forgot all about Terra Talos. But yeah, this is the one that's a little bit challenging because sometimes it can kind of vary when he dies and all that stuff. But what you do is you just do a lot of shot cannon weaves on the first part because you want to knock him in the second phase as soon as you can. So I'm gonna just try and hit some. There we go. I got the fast one. That's good. Okay, I'm gonna take quite a wide turn here, like around him, because if you cut too much of a corner, he won't follow you onto the second part. Oh shit. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. That's really bad. Okay, we'll
There
see.
I am.
No, this should be fine still, but it'll be slow. It'll be slow, but we'll make it. Yeah, we got it. Okay. So time's coming up. Time is a little bit random as well because you have to instead of taking the ship, you shoot him with a sniper rifle. Approximately 16 times is usually how it goes. So get ready on time. I'll say when. This should be like a 39 maybe, 38. And time. 16 shots.
39-21.
Alright, not bad. Not too
Yeah.
bad. About a minute and a half off my PB. So I actually think without Quark's hideout, Metropolis, Koros, and I don't know, I could have been a 37 without the sloppy endgame, but yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks everybody in chat. You can post some Franker Z's if you want. I see people are already on it. But yeah,
Keep your eyes up for AGDQ.
yeah, I was gonna say exactly that. AGDQ, Ratchet 3, New Game Plus, Race, Zem versus Rixer. It's gonna be good. I'll be better for then. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to... Are we ready to go on to next run? Or should I just keep playing the ending? Bum, 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 bum.
You can go ahead and stop sharing.
Alright, have a good one, guys.